katsu crunch has been hitting me very, very hard, and so I left filming this to the last minute. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So this week I wanted to take a little trip down memory lane, really. First off, I want to apologize if you hear any weird like whirring noises. The dryer is currently running and this is the only time I had to film. So unfortunately we may have to deal with that noise, but I think I may talk loudly enough that you won't hear it, but God forbid you do. That's what it is. But anyway, I was reminded within the last couple days on my Facebook memories that 5 years ago I was at my first like true convention. I went to the first ever Broadway con and went there for 3 years in a row. I haven't been back since that third year, but I had a blast that first time. And so because it is kind of the start of the new con season in a way, I know Broadway con is coming up this weekend. There is KatsuCon coming up in under a month. I wanted to do a little video about tips for your first con and what to do and how to go about it. So honestly, it can be kind of daunting, but you're gonna have fun. I'm gonna give you a couple tips so you can have the best day. The first tip I'm gonna give you is make a schedule. So if you're going to a really big convention like New York Comic Con or KatsuCon for your first year, you're going to want to look at their schedule. There are so many panels, booths, celebrities that you're going to want to meet, and because sometimes those cons are so big, you're not going to be able to see it all. I know I've been going to Comic Con, I've done New York Comic Con for 2 years, and I went all 4 days last year and still didn't see everything. So if that gives you any idea on how that goes, you're going to want to prioritize. So look at the schedules, make a list, do whatever you want to do so you can make sure to see everything that you want to. Because my philosophy is get all the stuff that you have to get done first, and then everything else is an afterthought. If you really want to meet that one celebrity, write it on your schedule so you don't forget. If you really want to go see that one particular panel, write it down so you can be in line early to get a seat. My second tip for you is bring snacks and water. I know some cons are kind of weird with food rules, but if you can, bring your own snacks and waters into the con. Con food gets so expensive so fast, and so it's so much easier to just bring your own, and you always have it on hand. My biggest problem with the first couple cons that I went to is, I will fully admit, I forgot to eat and I forgot to drink. I got really dehydrated and just really like gross feeling because I hadn't eaten all day. My blood sugar was really low. So I always try and make sure to bring some sort of a snack with me so I can stay on top of my game and keep having a good time. Because I will say, it ruins the day if you're just feeling gross out of something that you can fix so easily. So always bring your water, always bring your snacks, and make sure you actually use them. Either drink it or eat it, whatever you do, use it to make yourself feel better. Another thing is, if you are cosplaying at your first ever convention, I would say, unless you've been cosplaying for a very long time outside of conventions, I'd say keep it simple. Because you're gonna want to experience so much at that con that if you're in a giant build and you can't really walk around, you kind of wasted your day, which I think is kind of sad. But if you're in a more comfortable cosplay that you can walk around in, that makes it all the more fun. Because I know a lot of people who go to cons, who have been going to cons for years, they'll usually do the bigger builds and they will stand in one place all day, and that's it. They don't go anywhere else. They just kind of plant themselves in one location and have people take pictures of them. But if you really want to experience the con, I'd say have something you can comfortably move in, and if you get stopped for pictures, awesome, but you're not stuck in one place for hours on end. Another tip for first-time con goers is make sure you bring your own bags. So what I mean by that is, when you're going through the show floor, you can get a lot of freebies, so you always want to be able to pick those up. But also, when you shop on the show floor or in Artist Alley, a lot of places don't have bags for you to put stuff in. because it's just not feasible for them to bring plastic bags. You're gonna wanna bring your own bags because I always forget to do it and I find myself carrying like 15 things. And it's not fun, especially when you are asked to stop for pictures for your cosplay and you have to put everything down. It's a mess. So always remember to bring extra bags. I suggest bringing ones that are little and can be folded into your bigger bag until you do need them. And always make sure it's with a strap so you can put it over your shoulder if you need it. Another tip for a first-time con goer is, I've also talked about this in other vlogs, but keep yourself to a budget. You can go into a con and get so overwhelmed by all of the amazing things that you want to buy and you want to do, but unfortunately it does all cost money. It costs money to meet a celebrity, it costs money to take a photo with a celebrity, it costs money to shop in Artist Alley or the show floor. You're going to want to buy and do all of those things, but you may not have the funds for it. So give yourself a budget, and I recommend bringing cash. So if you run out, and that's that. So as a first-time con goer, if you are not a cosplayer, then this one is a rule that I feel like more people should follow. Always ask permission before taking a photo of anyone or anything. And what I mean by that is, if you're taking a picture of a cosplayer, make sure you have their permission to do so, because it is always super awkward when people run up and take pictures without you knowing, and I can tell that from experience. It's just very, very weird, and I really don't like it personally when that happens. Also, if you are in Artist Alley or in a booth where people are selling their own products, always ask before you can take a photo or a video, because a lot of artists don't want their ideas stolen and used in other means. So always ask their permission first. If you watch my New York Comic Con vlog, each time I videoed a booth that I really, really liked, I made sure to ask the permission of the artist behind the counter if I could do so, and always made sure to either get their username and information on film, or I would always put it down in the description. So just make sure you always ask permission. Second one, for cosplayers. So if you are going to your con for the first time, I didn't start doing this until my previous con, and it really helped me a lot, is if you can, get some little business cards that you can write down your information on. So your Instagram handle, if you have a specific email that you use, your Facebook page, any way that they can find your work or they can find you after the con, have it on there so you can get some more followers out of it. And it makes it so much easier if you are working with photographers. That way they can easily have your information right on hand, and you can just get your photos in the quickest and easiest manner possible. All right, you guys, so that's it for this week's video. I know it was really short, but I will be completely honest with you. Katsu Crunch has been hitting me very, very hard, and so I left filming this at the last minute, so we are just gonna do a quick little informational video today. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have tips for first-time con goers, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear them, and I know anybody watching this video would love to have them as well to make their first con even better. So if you like this face and want to see more of it, please feel free to hit the subscription box down below so you can see more videos. And if you would like to, please follow my social media. I have all of the links down in the description. I have Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. You can follow me all on there. And I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you next time. Bye!